Hey everyone, hey everyone, hey everyone, hey everyone, hey everyone, hey everyone. Hey everyone, so this past weekend I went to the Dallas Comic and Pop Expo, which was held here in Dallas at the Richardson Civic Center. This convention was so much fun. I've been to a lot of conventions, probably over 30 within the last 4 or 5 years, and this one was one of the best conventions I've ever been to. So I went as a female version of Marty McFly, so I guess Martina McFly. And this is a cosplay that I've wanted to do for a really long time. It's really simple to put together, but it took me forever to find this vest. It's the puffy vest like he has. And then I was like, well, I can't really buy a hoverboard because they're not available despite these deceitful videos that we've been seeing trending. So I totally made one. I made it out of cardboard and duct tape. And if you look even closer, you can even see that this pink duct tape says Barbie on it. Oops. I think it turned out pretty cool. I mean, I wish it was real, and it was just announced that Christopher Lloyd is going to be coming to Dallas Comic Con this year in May, and I'm thinking maybe I'm going to have him sign this. So one of the best things about this convention was that it wasn't overcrowded. I would say just maybe a couple thousand for the entire weekend. Definitely not so many on Sunday. For those of you who are in Dallas, you know that we got pounded by this crazy weird ice storm. It was almost like hail meets sleet meets I don't even know what else. It was just really loud and crazy, and we were leaving on Sunday, and at first it was just like a little bit, and I was like, okay, and then we got into the car and it was like crazy ice sleet thing happening, and it was so loud you can hear it here. Yeah, we were just sitting in the car like, what is happening? And it only took a couple minutes and the whole road was just slated in ice. But Saturday was like the total opposite. Saturday was like the most perfect day ever. It was like 70 degrees and gorgeous. We could wear whatever costumes we wanted. And there was quite a few people there, and there was some awesome panels. One of my favorite panels that I went to was Leanna Vamp's panel. And if you guys don't know who Leanna Vamp is, she's one of my absolute favorite cosplayers ever. She is known as the Vamptress Vamp. She is gorgeous, and it was just so exciting getting to talk to her, and she's one of the sweetest people I've ever met. And a lot of times, like, some of the guests just aren't that excited and aren't engaging that much and just kind of focusing on their booth and everything, but she was totally just getting out there and having fun and taking pictures with us. So if you're watching this, Leanna, which I don't know if you are, but thank you for just being so awesome and just making this convention so much better, because just having that interaction just makes it a million times more fun. And she had a panel with Detailed to Perfect Cosplay, which they are some of the sweetest people I've ever met. I just made so many new friends this weekend, and it was so exciting. And their panel was so much fun. We talked about cosplay and tips on getting started. It was just a really good time. Even though the Richardson Civic Center is kind of small, there was so much going on. It was when you walked in, literally straight ahead of you was an alley with artists all down the row, which was really cool. And then the dealer's room was pretty big. I was really impressed. They had some top-notch dealers in there, a lot that I've recognized from other conventions like Beanpot Toys, Piranha Toys. So there was just a lot of space to walk up and down the dealer's room. There was also a place doing tattoos in the dealer's room, which I have never seen before, but yeah, they were doing like really cool tattoos for just like 40 bucks, and then piercings I think for like $20 or $30. So yeah, it was really cool. There was so much going on. And one of the new vendors who I met was called Retro Dynamite, and this place is addicting and amazing, and I wanted to spend all of my money. Basically, they make dresses out of guys' giant t-shirts. That's a total win, because guys usually have awesome nerdy t-shirts, and it's hard for girls to find like nerdy dresses, so of course I had to buy one. Here we go. It says, "I survived Sharknado," and it's awesome, and I haven't even tried it on yet. Maybe I should do that right now. Okay, so here's the dress, and it's awesome! I actually think I'm going to keep this on for the rest of the video, so that's happening. Let's do it. Okay, so one of my favorite guests that I met there, besides Leanna Vamp, was Jim Cummings, who, if you don't know who he is, he does so many voices from your childhood, most famously known as like Winnie the Pooh and Tigger and Darkwing Duck. And And also a movie that was very close to my heart. He was singing Scar from The Lion King, so of course I had to get a print from him. So anyways, I got my Scar print from him, and here it is. Be prepared. The blue and black Power Ranger were also there, and they were really awesome. They were totally interacting with all of us. And one of my friends, Desiree, she was in her Harley Quinn outfit. You might know her as Anasi Bowles on Facebook. And the black Power Ranger was like Walter Jones. He was just all about it, and he was like, yeah, let's get some pictures together. So they were taking some funny photos, and it was just a really, really good time. And I was like, yes, the Power Rangers are awesome in person. This is awesome. So anyways, later that day, me and my friend Crystal were wandering around, and people were talking about the cosplay contest. So we were like, you know what, we're totally gonna do it. We're gonna enter. And at first I was like, yeah, I'll just enter my Marty McFly and that'll be fine. But then I was like, you know what, I haven't worn Captain America in a little while, and you know what, let's just do it. So she went home and got in her female comedian, and I went home and got in my female Captain America, and then we just like met back up. And I'm just gonna prep this by saying I'm not going into much detail about Nicholas Brendan in the cosplay contest. If you guys didn't already hear, he was just very vulgar and just not very nice during the cosplay contest. If it was an 18 and up cosplay contest, then I would totally be more open to it, but it wasn't. There were kids there, but there were people who were just doing this for the very first time, and he was just doing some costume shaming. And the people who were putting this on, Detailed to Perfect Cosplay, they did such an amazing job putting this together. So anyway, so we get into the cosplay contest, and they kind of prep us and get us all excited, and we do like these fun warm-ups, and it's a really good time. And then people start going on stage, and it's pretty empty. It's not that packed. We could just kind of focus on each other and get to know each other, and that's just really cool because you don't get that opportunity much. I mean, I think that's what my favorite thing about this convention was, is that there's just so many areas of opportunity that you don't get at the big conventions. You don't get to connect with celebrities like that the way that we did at this convention, like you do at San Diego Comic-Con or even Dallas Comic-Con now. I mean, you have to wait in really long lines just for 10 seconds to shake their hand, and at these smaller conventions, you get that one-on-one time, which makes you really connect to these conventions more. And I think that's what a lot of these bigger conventions are missing, and I think that's going to be ultimately their downfall, if there is one, is that it's just too much and too many people and you don't get that time. End rant. Anyways, so back to the cosplay contest. I went on stage, like, it was awesome. I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna have a really good time. So anyway, cosplay contest finished, and they're announcing the winners. And third place went to this awesome Silent Hill nurse, who's actually one of my friends, Lizzie. She was awesome. Second place went to Desiree, who was Harley Quinn, and then also the Joker. They were like a team, and they were so funny. I'm going to rewind here for a second. So in the middle of the cosplay contest and during the judging of the cosplay contest, they did like this iron cosplay thing, and they made two teams and just gave them a bunch of fabric and were like, okay, you've got X amount of time, make this person into a Pokemon. Harley was on one team and the Joker was on another team, and they were making someone into a Pokemon. So on one team they made a Pikachu, and on the other team they made a Gengar, and it was so funny. We're just cracking up the whole time. So yeah, they won second place, Harley and Joker, and then first place went to my awesome friend Crystal, and she was the female comedian. And it was kind of crazy because at first we weren't even going to enter. So for her to win first place was like so exciting. And then the big award, the Judge's Choice mega super awesome award, went to the Darkwing Duck pair, and they were amazing. They were so funny. And then I thought it was like over and done, and they're like, oh no, we're not stopping here. Each of the judges has picked their favorite, and those people get an award. I was like, what? That's like 4 more awards. That's awesome. So Leanna Vamp chose a Breaking Bad cosplayer. Princess Mentality Cosplay was another one of the judges, and she's amazing, and she's a very, very talented cosplayer. And she chose me as her favorite, and I was like, oh my god, and I was so excited. I went up on stage and it was awesome. So I won this sweet bag of goodies from Funimation. The first thing I won in here, it's a pencil case, Sekire. And then I also won a poster scroll thing from Fairy Tail. And here, I think you can see it closer if camera will focus. There you go. So it's actually really big. And then there's like a bunch of other just little papers in here, little advertisements. This, I think I'm holding it upside down. This one right here. There you go. So yeah, I won all that stuff. So So thank you, Funimation. So a couple of you asked some questions on my Facebook page, so I'm going to answer those right now. First one, Matt asked, did you get to meet John Schneider? Yes, I met John Schneider, but it was pretty quickly. I just shook hands with him. He was Bo Duke from Dukes of Hazzard. He's also been in Smallville and a few other things. Super nice guy. And Sean asked if there was any Pokemon or Teen Titans stuff going on. So there were some Pokemon cosplayers. There was some Teen Titans cosplayers. I think there was a Raven out there. But if you like Pokemon and you like the original voice of Ash Ketchum, I totally have some exciting news for you. So make sure you check out my Facebook page because I will announce that news there. Aaron asks what my favorite cosplay was this weekend. Hands down, the Darkwing Duck cosplayers. They were so funny and so awesome. Dante asks if I've ever thought about doing a podcast. Yeah, I think a podcast would be awesome. It'd be a lot of fun. I think a couple people have asked me to do it before, but it's hard to find people at a convention, so I just haven't been able to do one before, but I would love to do one. If any of y'all have a podcast and you would like me to be on it or talk about stuff, I'm so open. That would be awesome. And last question comes from Ricardo. He wants to know what my dream cosplay is, and one of my dream cosplays, actually I guess cosplays plural, would be to do all of the Avengers. I have, Captain America and Hawkeye, and I really want to do a Thor. If you guys have any tips or anything about a Thor, I'd love to hear it. Again, I had so much fun at Dallas Comic and Pop Expo for our first year convention. It was ran amazing and so smooth, no problems, amazing. I'm so excited for the next one. I'm so glad they're doing another one this year in August at the Richardson Civic Center. I hope you guys check it out. I had an amazing time. Don't forget to check out my blog, DallasFangirl.com. You can see all of my pictures from the Dallas Comic and Pop Expo, see all of the cosplayers a little bit closer, and just give me a like on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. What's your dream cosplay too? I want to know what y'all are working on, and I'll see you next time. Bye!